So we will start talking about one concept called as function. We are already using it, but we are not aware of that particular feature, okay? But we are already using it. So usually this particular topic will be useful not just only for this session, but any software when you are going to have, okay? Any software language you are going to learn. We are right now talking about Python, but it may be some other language. Like C language when you say, or C++ or Java, right? Any other language, even the database programming also. Okay, so those situations, you will be having the advantage of using the function here. Okay, so what is this function we have? Function is called as a subprogram. Okay, you usually call the function as a subprogram, we can call. Can you guess what is mean by a subprogram?
Like a small program or a sample of the program? It's like you're like dividing like the parts of the program into like different functions. Like each part does its like own thing.
Okay. Yeah. So it is like a whole entire program when you are dividing into pieces, right? Small pieces, small chunks to do a job. Okay. That is something called as a subprogram. Okay. We always do this, okay, even in our day-to-day life also. Programs and all, we try to do that in the day-to-day life. Example, okay, you are going to have your birthday party. Okay, it is like a program, right? It is a big program you need to organize. Okay. Now, in that case, what we are going to do, we are going to have, okay, like small pieces. If you just try to see that the whole entire program, okay, like one has to get the cake, okay, one has to arrange the like decoration has to be there, one has to look for the food, right, one has to arrange the tables, okay, table or plates, right, one has to see that water is properly placed. So like and one has to look into the trash cans, okay, and also one has to welcome the people, okay, coming, right. So one has to make sure that, okay, you are properly prepared, okay, properly ready for that particular program, right. But when you see this whole entire program is a birthday function is a program, okay, in this, when you see that, okay, like food arrangement is a small part of it, that we call it as a subprogram, okay, like example, okay, so the decoration is one more subprogram, okay, like um, calling, okay, is inviting the guests, or like, okay, so welcoming the guests, that is one more program. So you just divide it into small parts. But why we do that? Because return gifts, okay, packing, okay, all those things we are going to have it as a small parts we try to do. Why we do that? Usually you do all this, right, in the work, at the home, for any birthday function or some other functions, right?
You don't have to do it at home.
Because it's hard, like for one person to do all of them, so you need to split it up.
Yeah. So
And
Yeah.
sometimes faster.
yeah, faster.
Like sometimes if it's only one person and you can't get any more people to help, you can just like start decorating like maybe a day or two early, but
Yeah.
only just get the cake at the last part so that like if it's ice cream cake, then it's gonna melt. So
Yeah. So even if it is one person also, right? What we do, arranging all this, what we do, we try to list it out. Okay, oh no, these are the things I need to do, right? Slowly, which is the first one, which is the second one, right? We just try to write that. And then we try to tick each and every one. Yes, okay. I have the return gifts packed. Okay, okay, that is done. and I ordered the food or I'm making the food, right? So that is also done. Decoration is done, right? So why we arrange all this in this particular manner? The reason is for us to organize properly, right? And if something is not there, right, something is missing or something need to be changed. So if you combine everything together, so it is difficult to track or it is difficult to check it again. So let us say decoration, everything is done. Okay, balloons are missing so far. Okay. Now, if you just think only from that particular decoration point, you can understand, you can identify balloons are missing, right? If you look at the whole, you have mixed everything. Okay, food, okay, decoration, everything all in one place. So it is difficult to identify. Okay, so that particular part, that is where we are going to use the concept of subprogram. Okay, like the same program, we are trying to divide it into smaller parts. So for easy understanding, okay, we can easily understand it and also to work on that. Okay, so that is the main concept we are going to use. Okay, or to work on that, right? We can easily work. In our software terminology, which we call it as a subprogram, or we can even call it as a module. Yeah, Ryan, go ahead. You have any question, Ryan?
Yes.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sorry, my thing was just unmuted. So when you wrote down the thing about like module which returns a value, like what do you mean by like the returns the value part?
Okay, give me some time. I'm only up to here. Even though I just wrote that, right? I'm only up to here. Okay,
Okay.
I'm coming there. But good.
Okay.
Okay, so now in our terminology, we call the subprogram as a module in the software terminology. Okay, remember that subprogram or module. Okay, any language, not only Python. Okay, whatever the languages which you're going to learn in the future, all of them will be having the word like it is a subprogram concept will be there. Okay, now coming to which returns a value. Okay, so this is the definition which I give. Function means subprogram which returns a value. Okay, you can call it a subprogram or module. Okay, you cannot call it a subprogram module, right? So either subprogram or module which returns a value. So we already use this particular concept earlier. Okay, like example, print. We use this print. You guys remember? My name is, right? And then you just put the name.
I
Yeah.
thought it was like print hello and like, what your name is stuff.
Yeah, that's okay. I just put it like hello, right? And then you just put your name. Okay. So like we just passed a variable or like right in one, and then we just try to print it here, right? Now, if you look at this, after print, we are writing this parenthesis, right? This is called the parenthesis. Okay. You can call it as multiple ways you can call it. Okay. Like I'm calling it as parenthesis. Okay. Just to see that you on the keyboard, you have this many pairs. Okay. Like this also is there, which you can call it as square brackets. And then this is also there. Okay. Curl brackets. Sometimes we use this one, like for the sets and all this, we will be using this. This is something usually for the grouping we are going to use. Okay. But for our discussion right now, it is a parenthesis. Okay. So in our program, we are writing like this, right? Print, and then we are just writing it. And when you execute the program or when you run the program, you see the name printed, isn't it? Hello, and our name is getting printed there, right? In this case, how is it doing? Means there is a program, okay? There is a set of instructions already written Okay, inside the program, like our Python, inside Python, there is already a instruction that is given. Whenever it sees print, okay, display the value. Okay, so like in the system, that is what it is already written. Okay, that is what I mean to say. It is print and which returns a value. Okay, so this print always it has to like not the print but function, always it has to start with left parenthesis and it has to end with the right parenthesis. Whenever it sees this, okay, it will send this value, whatever you have in between the parentheses, it will send to the program, okay, print program inside Python, and then it will print that value and it will show it. Okay, so this is how the function will be working. Okay, likewise, we used multiple functions. Okay, so I did not introduce the term function earlier so that you just need to know some basics of this program. So that is why we just did not introduce this word function earlier. Okay, like input, print, these are called as a functions, like reserved words or keywords we have, right? Something like int, data type, str, float. Likewise, whenever you type like this is called as a function. Okay, for your understanding, we just need to know this word function. Clear?
Yeah. But so on the right and left parenthesis,
Yeah.
my dad just calls it bracket open, bracket close.
Multiple ways. Okay, like, okay, so this is, we can call it as a brackets. Okay, you can call, okay, open brackets. This you can call it as a square bracket example. Okay, it looks like a square, right? Similarly, this we can call it as a curly brackets.
Okay.
Multiple ways, okay, but technically these are the parentheses. Okay, to avoid any confusion with these brackets, I used to use the word parenthesis for you. Okay, so clear now. So if you go back and then look at your code, right, your programs, okay, earlier, so you see these different types of functions which we used. Input function we used, okay, print function we used. Okay, so hope you are writing on the paper. Okay, pen and paper or book. Hopefully you're writing like that. Okay, now after this we will come with the next set of, we will be always using it. Okay, need not a specific function session, but it is, we always use this, and when we are going to use that, you just, we will be using from now on. Okay, remember, we will be saying use print function, okay, use input function, like that we will be talking. And whenever you use the print function, okay, you need to remember that it has to be left parenthesis and right parenthesis, or it is a left open bracket, right open bracket. You need to use that. Okay, remember the word function means this has to be like this. Now there is one more concept we are going to talk today. Okay, and in the next session we will be talking about the loops. Okay, conditional statement we are going to talk. What is a oh, I think I missed one letter. Conditional statement. Okay, what is meant by conditional statement? Yeah, so the conditional statement, condition means, okay, if this happens, what will happen? If this happens, what will happen? If this doesn't happen, what will happen? Like that. Okay, example, we even our day-to-day life also, right? you always get this conditional. Okay, like you will be, I think most of you might have already got it. Okay, if you complete the homework, okay, if you complete the homework by, let us say, in the next 1 hour, okay, you will be getting a chocolate, or you will be getting some sweet, or then only you will be able to use your phone or whatever, the iPad or pad tab, right? So did you ever get this type of condition?
Yes, today.
Okay, so most of us, okay, even me also, okay, so my parents used to give the condition, okay, only if you do this you will be getting this, okay, like that you get the conditions, okay. So that is something called as a condition you have, okay. Likewise, in our computers also, in our program also, we try to use some condition, okay. That condition, okay, we use if condition, okay. If is a condition we are going to use, okay. If condition we are going to use. And in case of if condition, we have 3 types we are going to use, okay. 3 models we can call it as. There are 3 models in the if condition, depending on what we need to do, okay, depending on what scenario, what type of action we are going to do, we need to use that, okay. So it is called one simple if, and the second one is called if else, and the third one is called if else, okay. So these are the 3 models of if condition we are going to use, okay. We will check each and every one in the programmatic. In the program we try to do that now, okay. So what is this if condition? If you look at this if condition, right, what we are saying is, if this is true, what needs to be done, okay. If this is true, what needs to be done, okay. Like if you complete the homework in next 1 hour, you'll get the tab, done. If you don't do that, okay, nothing like specially you need to be mentioned.
Can I say the one that happened to me today?
Yeah, if you feel okay, you can share that, no problem. You can share it.
My mom said that I have to do 5 pages of my homework book if I was able to go to my friend's house.
Yeah, there's the same thing. We also have a condition for my son today. Okay, if he has to go out, he has to complete some homework. He did and then gone. Okay, so it is like that. It is a condition. Okay, now the second condition is, okay, like if else, okay. So if this is true, what needs to be done? At the same time, we say not true. If this is not true, or if it is not completed, what else need to be done? Okay, fine. So it is like you, in some case, in sometimes, okay, you get a condition, okay, like if you complete the course, okay, if you complete this particular homework, you'll get the tab, okay. If not, you will be getting timeout, okay. So that particular condition, we cover it under the if else. Clear? Now, the third one is a bit difficult, bit tricky one here. If else, because there are 3 conditions which you are going to have, okay. If this is true, what is the outcome, or what is the result, okay. If this is true, what needs to be done? Not true, we are going to check one more condition, okay. If it is not true, then we will be having 2 conditions here, okay. Again, in that not true case, The other condition is true, okay? It's a tricky one, we'll just discuss, okay? One by one, we will be explaining that, okay? What needs to be done? If not true here, what needs to be done? Okay? Fine. So, here, this particular case, okay? Let us say you are going to have the exam. In your exam, you are getting the condition as, okay? If you get grade A, okay? If you get grade A, you will be getting so and so, okay? You will be getting an Apple Watch. Example, at the end of the year, okay? I'm just giving an example, okay? Don't ask the parents for this, but I'm just saying example, okay? If I get this grade A, you will be given an Xbox, okay? Example, you are getting that. If not, then you will be asking, okay, if not A or A plus, I don't know your grading system, but I'm assuming A plus A, we just take it. If you get that, if your parents say that, okay, if you get A plus, you will be getting Xbox. If you are getting A, okay, you get 2 hours of movie time or something, or you will be going to movie. If you do not get any of this, okay, you are not getting anything. Okay, like that, if you're getting a condition, what
What
you
if-
will be doing? Yeah,
What about when you get A minus?
okay. In that case, right, the first check what we are doing here, whether you are getting A plus or not. Okay, first check. No, example, okay. I'm not saying you, not you in person, but I'm just saying for the first testing, okay. Now, if the condition will be like, okay, if it is not A plus, you are getting a condition as A, okay. If this is not true, if it is not A plus, you will be having the next condition as A. A minus or whatever the other numbers, okay, whatever other thing, everything will be falling under this. Okay. This is like the if conditions which we are going to use. We will write some programs for this. Okay, that will be easy. Fine.
You misspelled true.
Good catch, good catch. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay. Now, so this is called as the if condition. Okay. Now we will try to write some program. Okay, about this, trying to cover all the conditions here. Okay, technically we just write it like this. Okay, I just wrote it in our language, but usually you write these conditions. Okay, this is a syntax. It is called as a syntax. In our terminology, we call it as syntax. Okay, syntax means how it should look like. To understand it easily, syntax means how it should look like. Okay, that is what we call it as a syntax. Okay, so the conditions will be like if this condition, this is a statement. If this condition, this is a statement. Else here, right? So if this is true, do this. If not, do this. Else if condition, if this is true, do this. If not, this, check this. One more additional condition, check this or do this. And finally, if nothing is there, so just do this. Okay. Now we will write some programs, okay, using this if condition, and we will try to do this. So this is the most important condition which we have. Okay, so we will need to understand this and also practice some programs using the if condition. Okay, that is where I have the programs that is given to you. Okay, before our next session, try to practice them. Okay. So Python, where did my Python go? Okay. Now we just try to check the first condition, if condition, okay? So the condition which we are going to write, okay, the first one. I have a condition here, okay, saying once you have a number entered, okay, you are going to enter a number and you want to see if it is a positive number, okay? You want to know if it is a positive number, okay? I'm not talking anything about if not positive, what needs to be done, okay? I'm not talking about anything like that. I just have a condition as, or if I'm just writing a requirement as enter a number or take a number and see if it is positive, okay? How you're going to write that? Here. You can come up with multiple things, okay? I'm just saying. No. This case, what you will be writing? Let us say N1, okay? Number one. N1, what is N1 here it is? Is called as a
Input?
variable or constant. What is called? N1 is a variable. Is it variable or constant?
Variable.
Is a variable. Good. I just say, please enter a number. Okay. And so the condition we have, okay, how we can say one number is positive or not? You know, positive numbers, negative numbers, right? Any number greater than 0 is called positive number. Remember. Okay. Clear? Any number greater than 0, more than 0, okay, greater than means more than 0 is called positive number. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a number that's less. So basically all numbers are positive number.
Okay. You can have it as any number less than 0 is called
Negative numbers.
negative number. Okay. So for any number, if you put a negative sign, right, or minus in between, in the front of it, it just becomes a negative number. Okay. Example for positive numbers, if you just take it, okay, 6, 8, like this, right? So in mathematics, right, when you don't write anything before this, means plus or positive. Okay. You do need not write plus. Okay. But it is you can just directly write that.
And for negative, you just had to put a minus and a number.
Like this. Okay.
It's basically like positive and negative are opposites and plus and minus are opposites, so yeah.
Okay. Like that. Okay. What is 0? 0 is always 0. That is neither negative nor positive. Okay. Yeah. Now,
Yes.
our condition here is to see if the number is a negative number, if the number is a positive number or not. Now, here what we are doing, n1 we are writing, right? What we say if n1 greater than 0. Okay. Now we are going to use print function. Okay. And one more thing, remember when you are writing it as a function, right? So it has to start with a left parenthesis or left open bracket, right? And whenever you are writing a function, try to immediately close it. Okay. Good practice is that open and close. Now, after you type it, you come back and then type. Here also, because we are typing double quotation, double quotes here, you open double quotes and close it. Okay. Now come back. So this practice, when you are going to have, if we are writing a small line and we are able to see here. But when you write a bigger lines, right, very much bigger lines, then it will be a problem to check back. Okay, whatever is missing. So print here positive number. Okay, clear? Any question about this, what we wrote here?
So,
yeah.
where you put int, right? Does that turn like the input into an integer? So like the computer can read it?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
and when you have it, right? So this function, when it is going to take it, okay? So this, we are writing a message and it is going to take a number, right? And we put it a number. But because we wrote a number, we want only the number to be taken. Okay, whether it can be integer number or it can be a float number. Okay, but you can also type ABCD, right? You can even type A, B, C, right? Any letter also you can type. Okay.
Yeah.
What we are saying is, while taking it, I want only integer to be accepted. Okay. Only integer to be accepted here. Okay. That is something called as casting. Okay. Which we'll learn it, okay, later. But it is, for now, just remember that I want the system, I want the computer to take only integer number. Okay. That is why we are writing like this. Okay. Only integer. I don't want anything else. Now I have written the program. What you need to do, file. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ram. You're on mute.
Oh, so when you wrote, like, in the command, when you typed in the first line, when it says please enter number, do you have to write number or can you just put in NO? Like we
And
did
write
last
whatever you want. Okay. Remember, this is quotations, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In between quotations, you can write whatever you want. Okay. It will just put as is. Okay.
Okay.
Always. Quotations you can write. Okay. You can write your name also. But we try to write meaningful sentence so that we can understand ourselves. Okay. So it doesn't, computer has nothing to do with this sentence. Whatever you write, it will just put as is. Okay.
Okay.
Now save it, file, save. And I run this. Okay, run module. See, it says, please enter a number. Okay. What number you want to test?
Negative 27. 18.
Did it give any result here?
No.
So whenever it says here, which means it is ready to, it is execution is completed. The 3 arrow marks, right? To the right. three greater than symbols, right? It says execution is completed because it doesn't say any value here. Okay, any message. Now we will run one more time and we try with a positive number. Okay. I just say 23. Says positive number. Okay. Yeah.
So
ahead,
for it to like give an answer for a negative number, would we use like the else condition?
Yeah, we are coming there. Okay.
Okay.
We are going to come there. Okay. It is positive number. Like why we use this int here? I want to type only the integer numbers. Okay. Like here, when we are just going to write, enter a number. And if at all I just say 1.2.3, it gives error. Because we are saying I want to take only the integer here, right? Got it? This is the
Yeah.
whole purpose of writing this int. But did I give int? It is a float number. 2.3 is called the float.
So we change it to float.
Yeah, we can change it. Okay. And also like it all depends on how you want. Okay. What needs to be done. Okay. That is the meaning. If I just give hello. Okay. That is also gives the error message. Because we have to type an integer number, but we type the letter words, right? Right? So it is
I have a question.
sure.
So when you're typing a number, do you have to type a positive number?
No, positive, you can see that's what we were talking about.
Like I put a negative number and nothing happened.
Yeah. Now we are going to come back to that one. Okay. Now that we know if it is a positive number, we want to display positive number. Okay. Now we want to have the second type of if condition here. We are going to cover the second type of if condition. If it is a positive condition, if it is a condition positive number, print positive. Otherwise, print negative. Okay. That's what we just try to write it. Else, print. See, this is what we need to do. Okay. Now, if a number is not a positive number, okay, what are the possible options here? It could be negative or it could be 0 also, right? Get the point?
Yeah.
I'm asking you to tell a number. Okay. Let us say you may give 8, okay, or you may give 0, or you may give -2. Example. Right? This is called positive number, and this is called a negative number. Right? Now, if you do not include this R0 in our message, what it is going to give? It is going to give the message as, okay, it is even for 0 also, it will give negative number. Right? Let us just check it out. Save. Okay, sorry. You need to have quotation colon here. Okay. Every time when you make change, right? Just file save, Control S also you can press. Yeah, I ran. Okay.
I have a question.
Sure.
Well, kind of two questions, but one question is, do we have this in our homework?
Yes. May not be the same, but I provided, I'm just open the document and I will show you.
And then my second question is, are we allowed to do the one where it'll say negative number if it's a negative number?
Yeah, we will come there. Okay, I just want to show one by one. If, else, right? And then we will come there. Okay,
Okay.
I just run this. Now, if we just say I enter 10, it gives positive number. If I enter -5, it gives negative number. That is correct. But now I go and check this 0. What it is giving? Is negative, right?
Yeah.
But 0 negative, is it correct? We entered a 0 and we got the answer as negative. Is it correct here?
No.
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 So what we need to
No.
do now? We can have the other condition here. Okay. We can write like this. Else, one way is if n1 is less than 0, print negative. Remember, always these conditions, okay, you have to close with this colon, okay? Colon it's called. How to type it? Shift and semicolon, okay? Just next to, right to L. Else, print 0. Is the syntax correct here or wrong?
Wrong. We didn't put the semicolon.
Yeah, right? Now, I just saved it, Control S.
Do you have to write 0 in letters or can you just put the number?
You can put anything.
Okay.
Quotations, right? It is all, but 0, instead of just writing it as consistency here. Okay, one more thing. Positive in word, negative in word, right? Similarly, we are just writing it as a 0 also in words. Consistency it's called. The same thing we need to, similar way we need to write. Okay? Now if you do user, we are getting 0. Okay. Practice this. Okay, so what we will be doing is we will be using a loop. Instead of checking it every time out, so 3 or 4 times we will be testing the same thing. Okay, instead of closing, running every time. Okay, we will make that like positive number, right? Similarly, negative number you'll get. Now, one more thing. See here what happened. If this is true, do this. If not, again checking one more condition, right? Okay, otherwise do this. Now, the other way to do like this, okay? Hope we copied this, okay? If not, I just copy it here. Sorry, I think I didn't see it. Okay. Now the next option would be, there is one more called as else if. Combination of else and if is called elif. Okay. I can write like this. Oh. I accidentally pressed the wrong button on the keyboard. File, save.
I entered mine. I did that thing, but it's not working for me.
Yeah, you just tell me one number and you can share the screen. We can fix it.
Yeah, so it's like giving a red highlight on the print.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. You can share it, okay? We can see
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay, should I share my screen?
Yeah, you just share and then show me. Then I can help you out.
Okay.
Okay, good one. Okay, so click OK. When you are writing, right, so print always it has to be right to that if. Okay, just move a little bit to the right. The word print, move a
Yeah.
little bit. Like if you just look at the top right, I
Yeah.
put it as if n1 greater than 0. Where did I start writing the print?
Right below it.
Right below, but to the right, right? A little bit to the right.
So I need to keep moving it to the right.
Yeah, a little bit move to the right.
So I need to go here and put a space.
Yes. One more also, because it's okay. Even if it is a little bit right also is fine. But yeah, now save it.
Should I run?
Yes, for save. You need to save. Control S. Yeah, click OK now. That's fine. Any number. Yeah, enter. Got it, right?
Mhm.
Like that. Always this condition, right? When you are trying to do that, you need to move a little bit to the right.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Now, so this is the way which we need to, you just stop sharing. I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Clear? Now, this is the way you can write that elif, which is nothing but else if. Okay? So, this is a program which you need to write. Okay? It is not saying. Clear with the program?
Yes.
Okay. And I will share you some more like the programs which are given, right? Try to do that, the assignment, and probably next session, okay? I'll make you all right, at least run one program. Okay? I'll make you run at least one program by yourself. You practice. Where is this guy gone? Okay, so these are the programs that are given for you to practice. Okay, 3 numbers, sum of 2 numbers. Okay, like this you try to practice as is. Okay, like these are the different ways which you can do that. Okay.
Is this posted in the group?
Yeah, this document was posted. Okay, I can repost again today.
Okay.
Okay. The same program, this if condition, we have it like this as well as we have like this. Okay, I'll add our program also, today's program, and I'll share it with you again. Clear?
Yeah.
And we will be talking more about some of those other conditions in the next session. Okay, so it is like operators we are going to call. Okay, we are going to talk about the operators. Okay, like
We're gonna have to do this.
pardon?
We're gonna have to do these.
Yeah, you need to do this so you get some idea of what we are doing. Okay, all of you, I want an email from all of you guys. You can ask your parents to send the email once you're done.
I
Yeah.
know how to do it myself. My dad taught me.
Yeah, that's good. So you just need to practice. We are going very simple programs we are trying to learn. Okay. Now the next session, we will be talking about the operators and the loops. Then we will start writing bigger programs, at least 10-line programs. Okay.
Okay.
Clear? So I think I said I will be taking a little bit more, but I think I need to stop today. Okay. So